back, my dear students. This is another topic in marketing. And we will talk now about some very important points, some graphs actually about the marketing itself. We'll move to some graphs around the marketing. And those graphs maybe are looking like very important for me just to distribute them. Because we handled all these points before, but like I want you just to get a knowledge of these points. So here the marketing process according to Kotler. On the marketing process according to Kotler, we start with the knowledge of the market and the environment. So you will know everything around you in the environment, everything around you. The political, or we will go on PESTLE model, P-E-S-T-L-E, P-E-S-T-L-E model, which tell us about the political environment, social environment, legal environment, and so on. So we will see the 6 forces or the forces of Portal model and know everything about it. Definition of the target market. So you will decide which part of the market you will work on. Then we are talking about the market process according to Kotler. The market process according to Kotler. Okay. Then we'll definition the marketing strategies. The word strategy, like I said before, the word strategy means of a vital important. What's your plan? What you will do in this particular part of the market? How you will deal with the situation in this part? Marketing mix planning, after this, then monitoring and control results. Those are the 5 core pieces of the marketing itself. Those are the 4 pieces of the marketing itself. So here also is something like we have to say to talk about how, like we said before, this graph is telling me about the marketing. What's the marketing doing? Like we said before, that the marketing is an activity that will satisfy the needs through an exchange process. So exchange of what? The money for satisfying the needs. This is a real point. So start always with the needs and wants and the wishes, then that demand. So here, like you see here, the marketing identifies the needs and marketing orients the wishes and marketing stimulates the demand. Those are the main points which we could talk about in this point as well. Third aspect here is regarding the marketing mix. And we talked before about the marketing mix, which said the 4 Ps. The marketing mix is the 4 Ps. So what are the 4 Ps? Like you know, The 4Ps is the product and price and place and promotion. Those 4P. What is the use of them? We use them in the marketing segmentation. Like we said before, the marketing segmenting. What do we mean by marketing segmenting? It's cutting the market into, dividing the market into parts or segment, and providing each segment, targeting each segment with a proper 4PS, with a proper 4PS. Also, we talk about this. I just want to show you some graphs, which is very important for us to show some relationships. Like as example, there is a mutual relationship between the marketing function and between the competitors. Yes, you are working in an environment, you have competitors. So there is a mutual forces in and out. Also the customer need to bargain you, to just take a lower price, you have to know what is the customer's needs and wants. So it's a mutual relationship. Stakeholders, the word stakeholders means whoever is having a benefit in dealing with the organization, whoever is having benefits in dealing with your organization. Like as example, like say, those people as like the CEO, the board of directors, the shareholders, all those are stakeholders. Also, the parties which you deal with them on everyday basis, like as example, the suppliers, those are also, the customers also are stakeholders. Marketing intermediaries, those are like as example, when you do like the channels of distribution, when you go from the product producer to the wholesaler, and from the wholesaler into the retailer, and from the retailer to the final consumer. Suppliers also come here, and the company again. You have mutual forces between you and those parties or those parties you deal with. Also, we're not going to talk about something different here, but we will talk again about not only PISTEL model, but in marketing, there is a mutual relationship and effect between the marketing function and between the legal factors. You have to be aware of all the legal environment around you. You have to be also aware of the socio-political environment around you. And notice that those legal forces and socio-political forces, all these forces will, or these factors will affect on you in your marketing, in your targets, in the way you're dealing. Like I told you before, you cannot expect that in Saudi Arabia, as example, you will make a factory, or you will promote, or you will sell their liquors. Okay, so this is like we say, so you have to respect the environment around you, work in that in harmony with this environment. So your product will be as a responding to the needs and wants and the beliefs and the culture and the legal system and the environment system of this society. Also, technological factors will affect about the marketing itself from many prospects. The natural factors also there to affect on your marketing targets and on your marketing strategies, the economic environment as well, and the demographic. The demographic are those catastrophic, like you say, it is like stratas, or you divide the people based on their characteristics, as example, the gender, the age. So you'll say like 50% male, 50% female, or 60% above 60 years old, and 20% younger than 20 years old, and so on. So these are, we call it the demographic factors. So you will divide the market based on the demographic, also based on the ethnics or the backgrounds. All this comes into the demographic considerations, and this also you have to put in your concern when you do a marketing campaign or when you work on a marketing segmentation. We'll go now to the components of management information system. Our market As long as we are talking marketing, then we'll remove the word management and we'll say marketing information system. There are 4 basic components of marketing information system. They are internal records, marketing intelligence, marketing research, MR, and marketing decision support system. So marketing, because it's a part of the management as well. So also we will have in the marketing information system these 4 aspects. Okay, here we go now. In the marketing information system, we have internal records which provide a reliable internal or inside information of the company. Marketing intelligence collects information from the external sources. Marketing research is used to solve specific marketing problems of the company. And marketing decision support system are tools which help marketing managers to analyze the data and take a better marketing decisions. So those are the factors. And this is very important also. And we will have a question about the components of marketing information system, because it is very important to know it. What are the components of marketing information system? And this is a question target. What are the components of management information system? What about the market research? We said in marketing, we start with the consumer and we end with the consumer. The meaning of these words, we start with the consumer and we end with the consumer. Consumer is the start of the business and consumer is the end. Or consumer or customer comes in the first place. So here, when we talk about 6 steps market research process, that means that we are talking about marketing research. Why do I do the marketing research? Like you see here, why do I do the marketing research? I do the marketing research for the purpose to know what the consumer needs. What are the updates which he needs? And what are the products that will satisfy his needs and wants? Without doing the market research, this cell phone in your hand would have been the one of the 1990 without change. So through the marketing research, people will know what the consumer needs. Factories, producers will know, and then they will do or produce the product or the services which will satisfy his needs. That's why we have to do marketing research. To know what the client wants, then to provide him with the goods or services, that to provide him with the goods or services that will satisfy all his needs. So here, like as example, when we talk about define your objective, the first part in the marketing research or the 6 steps market research process, define your objective. Okay. How I will define them? What decision are you trying to make? Second, like, what do you want to do? So what do you want to do is answering a question about the future. What is your target of the marketing process which you are doing now? What's your target regarding the client? How you want to see, or the client, you want to navigate and explore what the client wants. So this is the first step. Second step here is determine research design. What research methods you will employ? Are you going to do the research like a secondary research, which depends on the bibliographies, which depend on the indexes, which depend on the books, periodicals which you had previously? Or you are going to do a primary research, which depend on questionnaire or survey for those products which you don't have any idea about them before, or you don't have historical data, so you go for a primary research or primary data. The third step is to prepare research instruments. Here, you will prepare your research questions, and set up your experiment. What you will ask the client, as an example, I will ask the client questions about how he's satisfied with this product, what are there to do, what is there to do to make him love this product more or like this product more. So in this step, you will talk to the client, or you will ask you will prepare the questions which you will ask the client. Collect data. This is a sample text. You simply add your own here. So here in the collect data, you will start to use the data, like you say, as example, 75% of the sample which I asked, they said they like to improve, to add extra services or extra features to this cell phone. Okay, analyze the data, then you will check out, like I'm saying, you will use the statistical methods, or you will use, as example, means, average, percentages to know the answers, or to classify the answers of the questionnaire or the survey which you did. Then the last one is visualize and communicate findings. This is a sample text. You simply add your own here. So those are the steps for the research steps. This graph is very important because it tells me the purchasing decision process. You as a purchaser, you need recognition. You search for information. You evaluate the alternates. You find many types, as example of Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, 7-Up, and so on. So you are just now trying to evaluate each one, the advantage and the disadvantage of each one. Then you make a decision and you choose one of these alternates. Then finally, you will check out post-sales behavior after you buy it. Did it satisfy the needs which you have or no? So this, we call it the purchasing decision process, the purchasing decision process. So it's including these 5 steps. Also, I would like to talk about the marketing strategy. What marketing strategy are you using? Are you using segmentation? This one, segmentation. By the segmentation, you will divide the market into parts. Then you will serve each part with a unique 4 PS. Or are you going to use the differentiation, which create markets offering that better cater to target customers? Create a market offering that better cater to a target customers. Are you going to make target market selection? Choose the groups of clients that will attend? Or are you going to positioning, placing offers in the minds of the consumer? All these, any of these strategies, or all of them together, or any of them apart, will create a value for the target customer, for your customer. This will create a value for him. Okay. So this was some graphs I would like the this figure is very important because it's telling me about the types of consumer products. Here we have the convenience, we have the shopping, we have specialty, and we have the unsought. So what are the difference between them? The convenience, the frequent purchase, little effort planning. You don't do any planning for it. You just, the convenience, like what the matchbox, the soap, the cigarettes, all these things which you use every day, shaving blades, all these which you need every day in your daily life. Shopping, less frequent purchase, much effort planning. For that type, you do planning for it more. Specialty, like strong brands, like as example, and you have a loyalty for brands. Like as example, you do Sunbeam for the electrics sets, like the kitchen machines. I use Sunbeam. So this all device jeans or whatever, or I'm using kind of Aldo shoes or whatever. So here you have a speciality, a special mark you are looking for it. Unsought, like little product awareness and the knowledge of little interest. So here in the convenience, always its price is very low. It's very widespread and the distribution everywhere because it's using indirect channels of distribution. And it is convenient locations. You will find it in the convenience shops, you will find it in Metro, you will find it in Dollarama, you will find it in, so this we call it low, very low price. Mass promotion, yeah, it needs too much advertisers so that you will know a mark from other or a brand from another, or you will go and look for particular brand. Like as example, the detergents, you know, the detergents, so you go and buy it, like you'll buy Ariel or Persil or whatever, so you know what you're buying. Toothpaste, examples, magazines, laundry, detergents. Those are examples for the convenience. Shopping, like we said, selective distribution, fewer outlets. Let's say like as example, the pants or the shirts or shoes from a specific brand. Advertising and personal selling is used here, but here mass promotion like TV, radio, magazines are used here. Advertising, television, furniture, clothing, those are also the shopping. Television, furniture, and clothing, like we said, the pants and so on. Specialty, both are strong brands. There is a loyalty from the customer. It needs exclusive distribution in only one or few outlets that you will buy it from the dealer or from huge shops in North York or wherever. More carefully targeted promotion, it's like the luxury goods. Luxury like watches, Rolex watch, Rado, Dastar, some of the fashions, which is very expensive because you're looking for a brand like Christian Dior, Yves Saint Laurent, or whatever. The unsought are little products awareness and the knowledge or little interest. Those are varies, aggressive advertising and personal selling. As example for this unsought, like the life insurance and planned funeral services. So even they said it's not it's not a encourageable demand. You don't like it, but you are forced to do it. This is another classification for the gods, but I don't want you. I want you just to know the main classification of the gods itself. Now this is very important also for once we're done for the research and development and we decide to produce a new product. We decided to produce a new product. Okay. This product, it should be including all the following points. Generation of ideas, first, screening ideas, development and tests of concepts. So the first of all, the ideas itself. We sit, have paper and pen, and just think how you can do, how can you add more features for this cell phone? Things like can be, we can achieve it, or we can do it in the cell phone. Screening the ideas, of course, some ideas are possible, and some ideas will not be possible to do it. So we will choose the ideas that can be possible to do it. Development and test of concepts. You will check out the concepts and before you start producing. Then you will start marketing strategy development. You will do a business analysis based on benefit cost analysis. Then you will start producing the product. Then you will do something, we call it a prototype. A prototype is a market test. You don't produce this product on a large scale. but rather you will produce or launch this product in the market with very, very low volume, not too much. The reason that you will be testing the market in this stage. Then after that, once this product had succeeded and was highly demanded in the market, and the sales of the market test was almost 100% or very high, and you are satisfied with this, then start pressing the machines to manufacture and produce that product. Then after that, you will start to go on the marketing sales, and you will go on the activities of the sales later on. One of the most important graphs in the marketing is the product life cycle. And the product life cycle is very important for us to know it, because it shows us the stages. It looks exactly like a human being. A human being starts a baby, creeping, then he grow more, then he become matured in the 40s of his age, like 40 years or something. Then after he becomes in the 60s, he start to decline and his health go down. Exactly the product life cycle of a product, the life cycle of a product is exactly like a life cycle of a human being. In the start itself, there is the development, then the promotion, then the growing, then the saturation, or what we call it in mature, then the declination. So like you see here, introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. But here are the sales. Like you see here in the introduction, sales are increasing. In the growth, sales continue to increase. In the maturity, sales increase, also resume increasing. But wait a minute, till the peak of the maturity, then after that will happen the declination. Look at all the products around you, declination, or it will go down. Look at all the products around you, will find the declination or going down. You can see this in any product, like any product. Your cell phone, the cell phone in your hand, after 5 years, no one will buy it. So this in a declination or going down area. The most important part is that you, as a producer, struggle so that the declination will not be very sharp. It will go very slow down, but it will not be very sharp. And those are the efforts you will do in each stage. In the introduction, you are in the development era. In the growth, you have to do promotion so that people will know more and more about your product. In the still in the growth, the market is growing, the demand is highly going up, demand on your product is going up. In the maturity era, you are encountering a high competition from your competitors. And in this line, of course, there is a transition. It's going down in the sales, but however, you try not to make the declination or going down so acute or so sharp. You try to make it gradually as much as you can, and you struggle for life. You do it like you know that you will lose and you will go down, the sales will go down, but at least to have the honor of a trial, and at the same time you try to reduce the problem and reduce reduce the losses to a great extent. You lose in the declination, but you will try to make the curve, instead of sharp fall, the fall will go slow down gradually in that case, and this is better for you. Here as example, the strategies and what you will do for each what you will do for each stage of this. As example, in the introduction, the sales are very low because still in this area, in the introduction, yes, the sales are slow and very low also. High cost per customer, of course, because you don't sell so much, so the cost will be much. The profits almost negative, not too much or negative. The customer is innovators and the competitors are few in this area in the introduction time. When you go to the growth, when you go to the growth area, you are increasing the sales, like what we said, and the average cost per customer also will start to go down. It's not here like high, but it will be a little bit down. Profits start to appear in this era. Profits, good profits, you make a good profits. Early adopters, not innovators, then a growing number of competitors. When you start to grow in the business, the competitors will not leave you alone. They will also be competing with you. So more competitors will be shown up. Okay. In the maturity, the sales on the peak here in the maturity is the top of your sales here in this area and the maturity. And of course, the cost per customer will be down because the cost of production for you, because you're selling more, so you can have a profit, a margin profit, less in each unit, so your price will be down. So also the cost will be down. High profits here because you are selling too much, middle majority for the customers, then stable numbering beginning to decline. Here we go. You are preparing yourself to decline down in this area. In the maturity area, you start to feel the decline down. The decline area, like we said, or the going down area, like this, it is declining sales, low cost per customer, declining profits, laggards, and declining numbers. What about the strategies which we use in each stage of these or phase of these phases? Like you see here, in the first stage, in the introduction, offer a basic price and use cost plus. So as example, the cost is $10 plus I want also $1 for profit, then the price will be 11. Build selective distribution, build product awareness, use heavy sales for a promotion. That was in the introduction. How about the growth? What will be my strategy in the growth? In the growth, I will offer a product extension and service warranty. Price to penetrate market. So I will try to penetrate the market, build intensive distribution, build awareness and interest in the mass market, reduce to take advantage of heavy consumer demand. In the maturity, the price here is to beat the competitors and to build more intensive distribution, and the stress brand differences and benefits, and increase to encourage the brand switching. How about the declining strategy? What you will do in the declining? You will use the cut price. Okay. Your sales are going down, so you have to do a cut price so that you can survive. Go selective, phase out unprofitable outlets, reduce to level needed to retain most loyal customers. So here, you will try to keep on your loyal customers. You won't be able to keep all the customers, but you will keep the loyal one of them. And the sales, of course, are reduced to a minimum level. So here the promotion won't get help. Promotion will help you for the decline not to be sharp. However, there will be a time the promotion will not give you a hand or will not help you enough. So the integral marketing communication, or IMC, depend on the advertising and the personal selling, both of them. And this will, with the public relation, with the direct marketing, with the digital marketing, with sales promotion, all these together works for as integral marketing communication. So you will use all these types of marketing, of communication in the marketing process. So that was some points we want to stress on. Like here, the final point which I want to talk about is the digital marketing. We have in the digital marketing, online marketing, like websites, online advertising, emails, online, videos, blogs. We have social marketing, like on the social networks, like the Facebook or whatever. Mobile marketing, marketing on your cell phone, the marketing in cell phone. So these all are components of the digital marketing. It consists of these three parts: online marketing, social marketing, and mobile marketing. Those three: the online marketing, like the websites, online advertising, email, online videos, blogs. The social marketing will be on marketing on social networks, and the mobile marketing as marketing on mobile devices. So these are the types of digital marketing. The digital experience, this is an example. It's including, like I will use, integrated planning, content marketing, SEO, organic search, paid media, social media, email marketing, multi-channel analytic. That is all about the digital marketing. And also it helps so much for us to talk about. Thank you so much. Shall see you in the next video.